Coming up on this edition of ATV News.
Prior to 1998, no one had done a study like this.
This study found adversity can affect a person's health. We'll show you how it's coming to Logan.
I think that kind of makes the whole community aspect stronger.
We'll tell you how cryptid creatures are bringing the community together and what the heck a cryptid is.
The only time we really get visitors is when school groups come in.
A local museum known for its oddities is seeing a drop in visitors. We'll show you why.
We'll tell you why beating the men's basketball team is one of the worst things you can do.
All that and more, this is ATV News.
From the campus of Utah State University in Logan, Utah, the Department of Communication and Media presents the award-winning newscast, ATV News.
I think in their response, they do appropriately address the fact that in the future, they plan on changing it.
USUSA responded to students' concerns about the recent elections. Welcome to this edition of ATV News. I'm Alicia Archibald.
And I'm Aaliyah Walker. Before we get into elections, Ridgeline High School administration put the school in a hold status, meaning students and staff were instructed to remain in place so paramedics could respond to a possible overdose Thursday. Paramedics delivered the 17-year-old male to the hospital about 30 minutes after the call first came in. Early reports were that he consumed a substance that was passed to him in class. The sheriff's office says they won't release any more information about the situation.
The Cache County Sheriff's Office is investigating a dead body that was found naked near Tony Grove. First responders drove as far as they could Friday before snow stopped them. Then search and rescue teams rode snowmobiles the last roughly 3 miles and recovered the body. The sheriff's office says they're investigating the situation and will release the deceased person's name once they've confirmed their identity and notified their next of kin.
Nearly 2 decades ago, researchers discovered a strong link between childhood trauma and long-term health problems, including mental illness. Now, a local organization that supports families called Parent Collective is bringing a documentary about that research to Logan. Playing in the sand may look simple, but it can help calm the body's stress response. Social work professor Tammy Curtis says activities like this can help people heal from trauma, also known as adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs.
Most people had experienced adversity. They looked at 10 different ways that people could experience trauma, and they came up with an ACE score.
An ACE score measures how many types of trauma a person experienced as a child. The study showed that people with 4+ ACE scores were 4 to 5 times more likely to experience depression later in life. And people with an ACE score higher than a 6 died nearly 20 years earlier on average than those with a 0 ACE score.
This is important information. I want everyone to hear this information and to have a chance to have a conversation around it so they can understand what does that mean for them, what does that mean for their family, for their children, for their future children, and how can we counter the effects of adversity that we all go through.
The event is tomorrow, and a panel discussion will follow the documentary to answer questions. You can find more details about the event on our Facebook page.
We told you earlier about student complaints after the USUSA elections. This week, the Elections Committee responded to students' concerns about this year's elections, but some students still aren't happy. The Elections Committee posted 3 Instagram stories, which were all automatically deleted after 24 hours. In the post, the committee first addressed concerns that some candidates had access to live polling data by saying no student had access to the numbers, only select employees of Student Affairs and the Student Involvement and Leadership Center. On the next slide, the post continues, the election chair are the only students who are able to view live vote counts. The committee also addressed claims that USUSA President Brandon Sorensen might have shared the live polling data, saying that he did not disclose any exact counts prior to the election's announcement or give any indication of where any candidate sat. Regarding the concerns that high schoolers in concurrent enrollment classes voted, the committee said because this happened off campus, this does not fall under USUSA jurisdiction. The story, which was posted at around 3 p.m. on March 5th, ended by thanking students for voicing their concerns and that as per our current policy, no grievances will be accepted after 4 p.m. today. Despite the post, students say they still have concerns with the elections process.
I feel like it needs to be a little more formal than an Instagram story that disappears after 24 hours.
McAllister says he is working with University Vice President of Undergraduate Affairs, Chris Winter, to address his concerns.
You can see and make your own art here on campus, and it's free. At the Nora Eccles Museum of Art, Community Art Day lets you create your own art projects inspired by the museum's exhibits. This month's theme is making clay cryptid creatures like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. Organizers say the event is low pressure so people with all art abilities feel comfortable creating art.
I get excited when people come in and they're excited to create something. We try to make the activities, like I said, low stakes, so they don't feel like they need to be this amazing artist to create something.
The next Community Art Day will be on April 11th.
A museum in Lehigh is full of oddities, and it's seeing fewer visitors. And those inside say it's not for a lack of things to see. ATV's Olivia Hadfield takes us inside the Hutchings Museum.
From Morse code to chameleons to an old jail cell, the Hutchings Museum has 8 different exhibits.
We have a lot of really cool things here.
TPs, and we teach about.
The museum is filled with experts who will even hand-make one-of-a-kind dinosaur models.
A lot of people gave me a lot of guff back then for having it somewhat feathered. We now know that that was too conservative.
But despite the different artifacts, the hallways and exhibits are quiet.
Now don't be alarmed, that's not a person behind me, but a mountain man mannequin in authentic wardrobe. And over here is human leather. Now this was from a Lehigh outlaw who traded his body to a doctor for a bag of candy after being killed. Now if this exhibit is enough to pique kids' interests, what is?
I think it's more about the parents, actually, because kids, they love learning stuff.
To bring people back in, the museum is finding new ways to spark interest in the community.
But here at the museum, we're trying to do a lot of engaging videos that get people excited about learning, and then those people are then coming into the museum. They're like, I want to see that artifact.
For now, staff hope more people will choose to experience history in person.
We need this. We all need to be aware of these kind of things.
Olivia Hadfield, ATV News.
Staff say most of their visitors come from school groups. And joining us at the desk is Kaylee Moss with weather.
Hi,
Kaylee.
Can you guys believe this warm weather? It is so nice outside right now.
Yes, it's beautiful.
I'm soaking it all up whenever I can.
I love seeing all the people outside. Like, it feels like we're actually in college and there's like people here. And
people are actually enjoying their time outside and not just running from class to class. We can talk to people outside now, which is so awesome. And yes, like I said, it has been so warm. I will have more of that coming up in weather. Right now, we're looking at the students outside enjoying and taking advantage of the warm weather on the quad. The current temperature is 76 degrees.
Those women are crazy. They're crazy.
Why some say this show misses the mark, others say they can't stop watching.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
be nice. She's new. Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened? Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah, I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Students outside. This was the quad yesterday where students were playing games and classes were even being held outside. Welcome to ATV Weather. I'm Kaylee Moss. Jumping right into the national radar, we can see we have some heavy rain and snowstorms in the Midwest, and those will continue to push through to the East Coast throughout the rest of this week. Taking a look at the West Coast, we can see we have just some light showers up at the top of Washington. And looking at Utah, we can see we are running into the exact opposite problem. The National Weather Service has even expressed their concerns of the heat. Taking a closer look, we can see the heat wave map, and everywhere located around Utah, including Wyoming and Arizona and Nevada, are all experiencing extreme heats. So when the storms have been trying to go through Utah, they're being forced to go around. The National Weather Service is also saying that these warm heat waves will expand into Utah, bringing in warm temperatures. So taking a look at our 7-day forecast, today we reached a high of 76 degrees. Thursday we're climbing up to 79 degrees with a UV of 7 for those of you who care. Friday is a high of 81 degrees. Saturday, those warm temperatures continue, being in the high 70s with a high of 77. Sunday, it drops a little bit down to 65, and then throughout the rest of the week, it's at that mid 60s. So absolutely beautiful weather, and you guys are all caught up on weather. Like I said earlier, it's just crazy how warm it is. 81 degrees this week. Insane.
That's my ideal weather. I love hot weather. Like I said before, it's my favorite. I think it's
Super
perfect.
nice. Yeah. And it's great that there's a lot of people outside because that gives us lots of people to talk to.
Yes.
That's great. All right. And season 4 of a reality TV show set in Provo, Utah, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, was just released. We asked Utah State University students the question, what do they think of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
I think it is hilarious. It's honestly so fun to watch with people.
Being LDS myself, I find a lot of inconsistencies, and I think it's kind of hypocritical a little bit because they say they do all this stuff, but they really don't.
It seems too busy, too toxic for me. I don't know.
Those women are crazy. They're crazy. Nobody should ever believe anything that they say, but they're awesome.
I don't really appreciate too much how they're representing the church.
I love dad talk. I like dad talk more than mom talk. Hot take.
Don't feel like the church should be judged based on this show.
Out of the 11 students we spoke with, 7 said the show is not an accurate representation of the LDS faith. 2 said they like it, and 2 said they haven't watched it. And joining us at the desk is Cadence Mitchell with ATV Sports.
Hello, you guys.
Hello. Have you guys seen the show?
I was like, I've only seen like it on social media. I haven't like sat down and like watched it myself.
Yeah, I haven't either, but based on The Man on the Street, I actually feel kind of interested in seeing what that drama is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I watched it last week when it came out, but I also watched the Mountain West tournament, which I know Cadence is going to tell us about.
Yes, we're going to talk about the Mountain West tournament that happened this last weekend. So coming up in sports.
We were not going to be bullied. We were going to be the bully.
You know the scene in the movies where the kid comes back to face his bullies? We got that on the basketball court.
It's really just a good way to save money for students.
Who doesn't like to save money? We'll show you a way you can save some funds next semester.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
Enroll with
for every budget, so don't accept defeat.
Now you can get covered and still buy me treats.
You take care of your pets. Now it's their turn to take care of you. Visit getcoveredamerica.org to learn about your health insurance options.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Was a revenge tour for us. Everybody we played, they beat us.
Utah State's need for revenge fueled their way to the championship. Welcome to ATV Sports. I'm Cadence Mitchell. Utah State basketball made its way down south to Vegas for the Mountain West Championship tournament. And all three of the teams they faced already beat USU once. Utah State opened the tournament playing against UNLV. Mountain West Player of the Year is Mason Foslev, and here he makes a three-pointer, making 3 of his 24 points, most in the game. The Aggies avenged their last loss, beating the Rebels 80-60. The herd went down south for the game, and USU students picked up free tickets to help cheer on Utah State. In the semifinals, we played Nevada, which we lost to back in February. In the first half, Utah State made 2 dunks, and Carson Templin's dunk was good enough to make the team's Instagram page. At the end of the first half, Drake Allen dunks the ball, putting the score 28-33. Aggies in the lead. The second half, Colby King spins into a layup, making it 56-37. Utah State's second revenge looked like 79-66. Utah State played San Diego, the number 2 seed, for the championship. In the first half, MJ Collins Jr. made a three-pointer, the score now 17-20. Drake scored a three-pointer at the beginning of the second half, putting the score at 39. The game is tied again with 12 minutes left, and MJ dunks the ball, making the score 45-47. MJ then shoots a three-pointer, and Zach Keller is fouled at the same time, and he shoots 1 out of his 2 free throws, making it a 4-point play. MJ was the highest scorer with 20 points. After the 11-point lead, San Diego State never got closer than 8 points. Utah State won 73-62, making them regular season champs and the tournament champs. Coach Calhoun won Coach of the Year in the Mountain West Conference. Utah State was the only team in the conference to make it to the NCAA tournament, and they will play Villanova this Friday. The Utah State Rodeo Club's spring season is in full swing. ATV's Kinsey Bitterman joins us on the Ag Science patio. Kinsey, where was the rodeo this weekend?
Thanks, Cadence. The USU Rodeo Club competed at the College of Southern Idaho in Twin Falls. Now here's a little refresher for you. All the rodeo athletes have the chance to compete twice at each rodeo. They all go once in their event, and then the top 10 come back for the final round, which is known as the short go. We had 5 of our Aggies that came back in that short go this weekend, but we're going to take a closer look at a pair of our team ropers, Zane Brackett and Pate Goody. In team roping, you have a header and a heeler. Zane, the roper on your left, is heading, and Pate, the one on the right, is heeling. Zane took a few swings, caught the head, and then Pate swoops in around the corner to grab the heels. That was the pair's first run that got them to the short go. In the short, you can see Zane and Pate leave the box in a hurry. They run down the steer. Zane gets a clean catch around the horns, and Pate snags 2 feet on the heel side to make an 8.4 second run. This put them 3rd in the round and 4th in the aggregate. Zane Brackett, that team roper on the heading side that you just watched, is here with us now. Zane, thanks for joining us. What a great start to that spring season.
Thank you.
Yes. How does it feel to be back on the rodeo trail?
It feels great. You know, we've worked so hard all fall, all winter to be here. I know I'm not the only one on the team that's been going through withdrawals, not getting the rope, so it feels great to be back.
Yeah. The steer that you drew in the short go, it looked like it came out of the chute a little fast. How do you handle that situation?
I got the video of it from the long round beforehand, so I knew what to expect. And then I just really pushed the barrier and got out good and went and made a run.
Yeah. You're a senior this year. What kind of goals are you chasing after, you know, for your last time here competing as a USU Aggie?
The college finals is my major goal. I've wanted to do that since I've started, and I think me and Pate really have a chance to make it now, so that's my big one.
Yes, well, thank you so much for joining us, Zane. Good luck next weekend. The USU Rodeo Club heads to Snow College in Ephraim, Utah next weekend. Kinsey Bitterman reporting live. Back to you in sports.
Thanks, Kinsey. You're all caught up on ATV Sports. Back to you at the desk.
Utah State Student Financial Support says that students spend on average $428 on course materials each semester, but you might not have to. USU has open education resources available, and they're free. This is Open Education Week, where USU students can learn about the open education resources available to them, OERs or course materials that are free. Sometimes when we hear the word free, we link it to value or quality, but researchers say that the free course materials are on the same level as commercial ones.
Research suggests that students perform as well, if not better, in courses that use OER or other zero-cost textbooks.
What would you do with the money you spent on textbooks if you didn't have to buy them? A few of the students said they would buy flowers, Dutch Bros, and even get tattoos. It is important to know that not all courses have an OER. You can learn more about the open education resources on our Facebook page.
Thank you for watching this edition of ATV News.
You can watch this and other editions on our Facebook page.
We will leave you with a few more shots of the Hutchings Museum.
Have a great week, Cache Valley.
Someone's trash is about to be my treasure. We have cords and cables here. We have bags full of towels and sheets. Do you want this fold-up mattress? Because we don't.
We got keyboards, paint cans, whatever this is, typewriters, computer monitors.
It's destiny on the line, and we want you at surplus.
Products are not guaranteed to work. All sales are final. This commercial is not endorsed by Utah State.
Coming to college with high meal expectations? Don't be fooled.
No.
Are your meal expectations not meeting reality? Let your meal expectations become a reality at USU Dining Services.